This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, if you would, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. We do need to adopt the agenda. Can I have a motion on that?
So moved.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded to adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Any general public comment? Anyone online? Two people. No public comments, though. Okay, thank you. All right, moving on to new business. We have a public hearing, case number ZOA-10-25-01, ordinance amendment, public hearing. Madison County Code of Ordinances, Appendix 1, Article 14-19-3-C-7 is proposed to be modified to read, the photovoltaic panels shall not contain harmful chemicals such as cadmium or amorphous silicon if manufactured outside of the United States. Prior to construction, the applicant shall provide written panel specifications to include composition, toxicological information, and the physical and chemical properties of all panels used at the facility. The applicant shall also provide the county of origin of the panels used at the facility. Only biodegradable cleaners and water shall be used to clean panels in order to comply with SB 1165. Nathan reminded me, reminder about the microphone to make sure your microphone's on when you use it. We do have a quorum. Thank you, Nathan. Somebody's got to watch out for me. All right, now that we caught up, Alan, anything to add there?
Nothing to add, Mr. Chairman. This is a simple amendment to make sure we're in compliance with the newly adopted state code here.
Okay, any questions or discussion? Pretty straightforward. Any public comment? No public comment. All right, in that case, can we have a motion on this case? Or is this is not for motion yet? This is.
I think
This
you'll
is
still
public
make a
hearing, yes.
recommendation.
We hear a motion.
Chairman, I make a motion that case number ZOA-10-25-01 be recommended to the Board of Supervisors for approval.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to recommend case number ZOA-10-25-01 as proposed to the Board of Supervisors for approval. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you. Other items from the Planning Commission, staff or public. We do have a modification of the bylaws to look at. So, Alan, would you give us that information?
The change that was proposed at the last workshop to the Planning Commission bylaws is put up on the screen there for your review. The essence of the change is that there will no longer be a nominating committee for officers. It will simply be that nominations come from the floor and then are immediately voted upon at the first January workshop of the year.
Okay, so 3-2 will now read, nominations for officers shall be made at the January workshop. Election of officers shall follow immediately thereafter. Any discussion? Any public comment? Can we have a motion on this?
Make a motion that the bylaws are amended as proposed. on section 3-2 of our Planning Commission bylaws.
Second.
All right, motion has been made and seconded to amend the Planning Commission bylaws, specifically Section 3-2, to allow for the nominations to be made at the January workshop, followed by the election of officers. Any discussion? Any public comment? All right, the motion's been made and seconded. Any, no further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Alan, do we need to proceed to do anything else once we've agreed to the amendment?
I think you've done it,
It's ready, okay.
unless Mr. Wright has anything to add.
Are we
No,
still on the other items from the Planning Commission?
Mr. Cowan, 1 second, if I can go, just to
Certainly.
type that last one. Having met the notice provisions and that it requires a 2/3 vote, that was a vote of 7-0 in favor, so that amendment is now in effect, so.
So with the January, we'll do nominations. Very good. Okay, Nathan, you had a question, or?
Yeah, I was just going to bring up that, we spent a lot of time talking about the proposed zoning text amendment brought forth by Al Esch. We spent a lot of time talking about lot width and lot size, but there are some other items on there. I would just encourage everybody, myself included, to look through it, make sure we're all on the same page as to what it means or don't. It could be a great thing. I don't know, I'm not saying either way, but let's just all be sure we look at that since it's not on the agenda. And our next time I'll be looking at it will be the public hearing.
Good point. All right, Alan, any other comments on coming attractions?
Oh, we've got some very exciting stuff coming up. Mr. Wright has a second workshop for his rezoning over in Wolftown. We're going to do some good work on the home occupation rural services ordinance development at this next workshop. Public hearing scheduled for January will be the goat ordinance. I'm very hopeful that we'll put that one to bed. And we will have Mr. Esch's zoning text amendment. We'll have 2 additional cases that were referred by a preliminary development review committee. In that one, we will discuss a duplex and A1 as a special use permit, as well as a new event venue.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Alan on any of the upcoming attractions? Nathan's point is well taken to take a look at that, everything involved in the ordinance in regard to the R3 amendment. All right, any general public comment? Okay. That's got to be a record. Is there any discussion, any further information, anything we need to say, or can we adjourn?
Move that we adjourn.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
All right, let's follow a trend. I'd like to call the Board of Supervisors portion of this meeting to order. As always, we do have a quorum. We do need to adopt an agenda. Anything we need to add to the agenda this evening? What's the pleasure of the board?
Move to approve the agenda as presented, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Any public comment? General public comment? All right. Case number ZOA-10-25-01, ordinance amendment, public hearing, Madison County Code of Ordinances, Appendix 1, Article 14-9-3-C-7 is proposed to be modified to read: a photovoltaic panel shall not contain harmful chemicals such as cadmium or amorphous silicon in manufactured outside of the United States. Prior to construction, the applicant shall provide written panel specifications to include composition, toxicology information, and physical and chemical properties of all panels used at the facility. The applicant shall also provide the country of origin of the panels used at the facility. Only biodegradable cleaners and water shall be used to clean panels in order to comply with SB 1165. Mr. Nichols, anything to add?
We're okay with poison as long as it's our poison.
That sounds right. Questions for Mr. Nichols, or please?
Yeah, just a quick question. I know, so it's the same product coming from overseas or coming from here, the same chemicals. It's not harmful. Cadmium isn't harmful. Silicon isn't harmful. Is this from the state?
Yes, this is as a response to the bill that passed in the state. It's in the packet here, what they passed. I can get there pretty quick.
So it's basically just saying made in USA is what we're going to use?
Exactly. The idea is we had a manufacturer, a domestic manufacturer of these photovoltaic panels reach out to us, and it seems apparent that they had lobbied for this change to give domestic manufacturers a competitive edge over the importing
Cheaper
competitors.
imports, yeah.
And so this made it through the General Assembly.
Yeah, and I just want people to know, and I'm all for that, don't get me wrong, but these chemicals aren't dangerous. You know, not until, at least until after they're taken off the roof of the, whatever you're using and put them in the landfill, then that's when they could possibly leach into the soil. But for the most part, these things aren't dangerous at all, so I don't want people to think that these solar farms are polluting the earth. If we ever look at a solar farm in this county.
Fair enough.
I'm not, I'm not pushing for that either, but the stuff is not poisonous. So anyway, that's my feeling.
Okay.
Do you want some trivia?
Yes.
This just hits me as a problem, a solution in search of a problem. I mean, it really doesn't accomplish anything other than try to restrict the foreign market, which dominates solar energy production. Where they're going to hit the wall with solar is in decommissioning, because these very chemicals, right now they're just throwing them in landfills at $4 a panel. If you have to recycle them, which is going to be mandatory in the next 10, 15 years, the price goes up by up to $50 a panel. So there's going to be a lot of solar facilities that are going to get caught with huge decommissioning costs. And I know when we looked at our solar application a few years back, that was one of the things we were considering. And, if you don't have the bonds in place, guess who's going to pay for it? So, anyway, a lot of what goes on down there makes no sense to me. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
That's all I got to say about that.
Anybody else? All right. To the public. To the public. No. Yeah, it's pretty good for us. All right, back to the board. What would y'all like to do with case number 0A-10-25-01?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve case number ZOA-10-25-01 as approved by the Planning Commission.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. No old business, no new business, information and correspondence. There you go. Any discussion? Public comment? All right, no closed session. What would y'all like to do?
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second.
Motion's made and seconded. Further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank y'all.
Thank you.